So in this vlog, I'm taking you with me to go and run some errands. No, he doesn't touch your food. He doesn't eat your food. Have you ever wondered what everyday life in Moscow actually looks like? I mean, it's pretty regular, normal day, okay? Nothing special, but I will show you, how we do things here. The roads, the traffic, like what do you see if you live here, basically. So I hope it will be interesting, and well, at least I'll try to make it interesting. Anyway, now it's 11:44, and I'm waiting for my nail master to come because she's late for 15 minutes already, and I'm sitting in the car, and it's a disaster kind of thing. So yeah, waiting for her, and well, let's run some errands. So this situation, this line turns left and all these lines go straight, okay, as you can see. So clearly there is a traffic light, that's why it's kind of a line, a queue. So what other cars do? And it's quite normal here in Russia. I don't know if I can show you there. So basically they go on these lanes, right? And then see, they don't stand in the line in the queue like everyone else. They try to squeeze in. See, this one again as well. See what's going on. I mean, and idiots in front let them in. That's why we normal people who stay in the queue politely, we stay longer and they let them in. See, can you see that how many cars are trying to get in? You know what, I don't know, but for me it's like it stresses me out big time. I hate when people do that because from my point of view, I don't know, but from my point of view, in Moscow, I'm not talking about all the cities in Russia, I don't know, but in Moscow, I think is the most rude driving situation. Like, I've never seen anything like that anywhere in the world. Just look, more cars are coming, the same. See, like more of them are coming, more of them. Fucking shit. See? Really, it makes me so mad that people don't respect each other. The word respect is not in their vocabulary, that's for sure. Before, I do love driving, okay? And before I used to be so nice and kind to everyone, and because I got my driving license in Qatar. Yeah, I went to school in Qatar, and I learned driving in Qatar, in Doha. So, like, in Doha, people are polite. They're very polite, and when I came here, first years, I was driving also polite and blah, 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 blah. And, I let everyone in and, But then I understood, like, I always let everyone else in front of me, but nobody lets me in front of them, in the line, in queue, whatever. No one. And I thought, you know what? And now we're driving in Lefortovsky tunnel. It's the longest one in Moscow. And as you can see, it's traffic. I was just driving behind the KAMAZ truck full of snow, and all of a sudden had the final destination moment. I mean, ever since this movie came out, going behind trucks like this seems like a bad idea. But you know also what happened like many years ago, it was like about, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago. I was a passenger. I was in the car with a friend of mine. He was driving, I was a passenger, and we drove. It was like normal weekday, and we were driving on a highway. There were like few cars only, and it was winter as well, so it wasn't snowing, nothing. It was just normal grayish day, you know. And we were driving behind this huge truck, and you know what, all of a sudden I was eating something, I don't remember what, and I dropped it, and I bent down to pick it up, and at this moment a huge piece of ice like flew from this truck into our car. It broke the window. It broke this head, whatever head thing, this one, on the passenger seat, and ended up on the back seat. Imagine if at this moment I didn't bend down, I would be dead, because my head would be along with this piece of ice on the back seat. Imagine. What I'm saying is they don't clean the top. I mean, at least in Russia, they don't clean the roof of the big trucks, even the small trucks. They don't clean it, and you have to be very careful when driving behind them, because I mean, you never know. It can be snow, it can be ice, you know, falling from the roof, you know, on the speed like 50 cc, even 80 kilometers per hour. I mean, that's deadly. Здрасте.
Так, вот.
Так, сейчас я вам переведу, ладно?
Ага.
Ага, момент. So one thing I can cross off my list is done. I finally got my perfume. Yes, I do order perfume from Emirates. It's just because we don't have this perfume here. And even if you find it here, surely it's gonna be fake. And you know, this perfume is amazing. It has an amazing longevity, right? And really nice sillage, you know, like, and so many people come to me and ask me, what perfume are you wearing? I mean, that's really amazing. Anyway, but with this situation, you know, that's going on now in the Middle East, and you know, all this stuff, they say they're gonna stop importing perfumes for at least, I mean, till at least August. And I'm like, I have only 2 bottles. I mean, not gonna last till August. Yeah, because I like this perfume a lot, and you know, I just sprayed like all over. But anyway, you know what I was thinking? That I'm not gonna go to emergency room today, because it's not an emergency to go to emergency room. You know what I mean? It's just, I mean, last summer I was bitten by a squirrel, and I had to take this 4-month rabies disease treatment, and I also had to make 1 shot for this tetanus, I believe it's called, and the second shot I supposed to take like January, February. Now it's beginning of March. I'm a bit behind, but whatever. So I was thinking to go there today and, you know, take the shot, but well, the traffic is woo. Since it's Thursday and it's 5 p.m., it's rush hour, and the traffic is crazy, I'm telling you. It's oh my god. So I decided that it's not worth it. I mean, I can go there tomorrow, so not gonna go there today. And here we go again. See, these cars, they're trying to squeeze in. See, it's 6th of March, and our people just now started throwing their Christmas trees. See? It's still fresh. Look at it. Okay. You know what? I ended up coming to this public hospital. So this is Russian Free Hospital, governmental hospital.
Ее вот
Ходите на ссылку.
он не говорит.
Да.
Ага, спасибо. Здрасте. Хотела.
It turned out that emergency room moved to another building. It's about 20 minutes away from here, driving. Not that far, but today I'm not gonna go there clearly. And they told me that the rules changed from the beginning of this year. And today you don't do the shot where you came to at the beginning, but you have to go to the public hospital where you're registered. You know what I mean? So, and it's other side of the city. It's like 1.5 hour away from me.